Okay, today I want to show you how to use the graduated filter located on the upper right hand side here in Lightroom Classic CC. Okay, before getting started, I want to just kind of tell you the behind the scenes on how I captured this photograph. This was a beautiful morning in Breckenridge, Colorado, and I wanted to capture the sunrise. So I set up my camera on a tripod, had my self timer set at 2 seconds, and let me show you the settings real quick here. I ended up deciding on 1/40th of a second, aperture at 7.1. I usually try not to go below aperture 7.1 for these types of shots to help keep them pretty sharp. And then ISO 200, so the lower the ISO, the less noise. And then the last thing is I always shoot in RAW format on all these photographs here. So this has already been edited out, otherwise it would say NEF in RAW format. But what I want to do is kind of enhance it a little bit. And to do that, I just want to use the graduated filter located up on the right hand side here. So let's go ahead and click on that. And you're going to see this big drop down window. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to left click, hold down, and I'm going to drag out, spread the filter a little bit here. Then I can grab the center circle and move it. I can go up or down with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it on down. And if you go to the right or the left, you'll see two little arrows. If you click, you can move it up or down that way. So it's a good way to really adjust and fine tune where you want this. So let's come on down. I'm going to bump up my exposure a little bit more. Under the tint and temperature here, I definitely want to tweak this a little bit. So I'm going to just take everything just a little gradual. Kind of bring up the temperature here just to really make the sky pop. Another thing I like, the newer features with the Lightroom CC Classic, is the Dehaze being added on here a while back. So I definitely use this feature a lot, just to add just a little bit of dehaze and clarity. And then just below here you'll see saturation. This is where I can really make things pop just by increasing the saturation. And I try to go gentle with everything and not get too carried away, otherwise your picture is going to look really fake looking. Okay, what a cool feature about the graduated filter is how you can add filters on top of other filters. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a second filter just to see if I can make this upper area pop even more. So I'm going to come over here to new, go ahead and drag down. I'm going to make sure it's kind of spread out here just so it blends in nicely. Maybe kind of line it up with the lift line there. And then I'm going to do is even crank up the temperature and the tint even more. You can actually adjust the color just perfectly there. And then when I'm done with that, I can hit done. And what's really cool is I can come down here, click on the two Y's here, so where I can hit a comparable from before and after. So just adding those two graduated filters, see how much more it pops. It makes a huge difference. Let's go back to full screen on that. Okay, I want to show you one last thing. So just in case I didn't like this upper area and I want to go back to readjust, all I need to do is click on the filter again. And you're going to see these two different dots here. So let me click on one. And if you just hold on top here, it'll light up the area that you did retouch. So this tells me that this area needs to be tweaked a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and just tweak it just a little bit more here, just to see if I can make it pop a little bit. And hit done. So the one last thing I could do to really make this picture pop a little bit more is just go to the crop tool, go where it says original. I'm going to go down to 16:9. Then I'm going to take the picture and click on it, and I could drag it to the position I want it and hit done. And it gives it kind of a cool landscape effect to it. Well, anyways, I hope this video helped you out. I plan on making a lot more tutorials coming up. I want to start doing tutorials on the business side of photography, on how to make money. So hopefully you subscribe and stay tuned for future videos, and we'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one.